Hi everyone, it's the 29th of July. Now, we have some interesting action. Obviously, the green channel that we broke down last week is getting back tested, and you can see one, two, three back tests. And it is also testing this blue top band as a potential resistance. We have a large gap at 5,600, just over 5,600. So if ES comes down today, and I think there is a good chance that it will come down one more time, it will form this blue bull flag. That's a potential bull flag. And of course, it's a matter of, price action, whether it's going to come down to touch a new low, and that would be below 54.25, 54.30. That's the previous lows. And it may even backtest that purple broken resistance. That's going to be around 5,400. From there, if it starts to rally and break out of the blue channel, that will be a buy signal, obviously, to at least fill the gap at 5,600. And that would be another backtest of that green broken channel. So the ideal scenario here is today bearish. It comes down, touches the purple support at 5,400 or just over 5,400. And then we rally to break out of the blue bull flag. So, but of course, if it really wants to run without coming back down, anything above the previous highs of last week, anything above 55.40 would look actually quite bullish, because it would actually penetrate back into the green broken uptrend. And that would be something very different. Then we would have to redraw this entire uptrend somehow, because this is clearly broken, and if it breaks back in, we would have to revise the entire uptrend from the lows of 23. This is SPX cash. You can see it's the same story, the green channel. It's exactly the same story, actually. But here on this one, the support is this red bottom band. That's kind of a spin-off channel's bottom band, right? The top band is here. So the red bottom band, it would be a potential support, but it's way down. It's not really somewhere very close to a new low. It's way below the previous lows. So, and that would be 5,300, not 400. So is it going to come down really? I mean, if it wants to reverse, it's really right at that blue plus green double resistance, potential double resistance. And it looks like it is reversing here. You can see that blue top band is holding, and the green broken resistance is holding too. But it's a broken support is holding as resistance now. So, but I think if it starts to rally and breaks this, one second, right? This is kind of a resistance now, a standalone resistance, and the purple one, 1, 2, 3, 4, so many touches. And if it does break the, 54.90, 54.95, then I think that is going to look very bullish all of a sudden again. Dow Jones cash, right? It didn't not the cash, this is the futures. It came down, it broke out of the blue. It came down for a backtest. It didn't really backtest the purple one and the blue one, and it started rallying, but the backtest actually happened exactly here on the golden broken resistance zone by the cash, Dow Jones cash, and the blue, which I marked last week. And from there, it is already up from 39,800. It rallied to 40,000, almost 1,000 points already. So obviously the target is 40. That red top band is the obvious target. But as I mentioned last week, so I'm going to put that back on, right? That blue resistance is quite exemplary, which I had missed in the previous high, right? This blue one, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on that blue. So if it does break, then the red top band will be obviously the next target. NASDAQ had broken this green channel a little bit. This is the futures, and this is the low of 2022. The 2023 is here. So it has broken this green support, right? This is a kind of a double-decker channel. But is it going to be really like it? It's this blue channel that is probably holding at the moment. So I'm going to be very precise here. So it hasn't really been tested for the second time on its bottom band. And has it really broken this green? It's very, very critical. This week's price action is going to be very critical. Has it broken the green? Is it going to penetrate, or is it going to touch the blue bottom band properly and then rally? On the futures, the blue bottom band would be a new low and would be around, 18,640, 45, something like that. And if we come closer a little bit, then the downtrend, I'm now going to put a kind of a speculative downtrend, which is quite fresh actually. The red top band hasn't been tested. So if it really comes down, touches that red, it may come down pretty hard to touch that blue bottom band within the red, and then maybe then it would start to rally again. NASDAQ cash is the same. So the red one, I'm going to put the golden into red because it was the red on the previous one I just showed. Yeah. And the green support, this is this support that this is from the lows of 2020. That's at almost 2 years. And the blue one is 1 year. So this is the low of 2023, right? October. So this here is the blue one that is going to be the question. But you can see the green support was broken and it's trying to step back into that green broken support. So that is quite positive actually. Russell is of course very positive, and the reason is that major broken blue resistance from 2021, and we had a major push and it broke that blue resistance, back tested 3 times, and the golden bottom band didn't even get tested. So that is pretty good. That looks good. So is it going to keep on rallying all the way to 2400, 2450? FTSE made a big move, which I showed last week. That red resistance was back tested, okay, and the purple resistance is broken, and that is, I've been showing this as a purple resistance. If it does break, we're going to go back to 85.50, and that's exactly where it's headed. I think this is a major rally. This is a spike up. Look at this. That is a massive backtest, and this is DAX. It bounced off the golden bottom band and the green, so that this green double support, green plus golden double support, it may be forming this kind of a wedge. So if it touches the green top band, comes down one more time, and then breaks out, like that's kind of a wedge formation. We'll see whether it breaks out or not. And the blue bottom band on CAC, the French index, beautiful bounce off the golden plus blue. I've been showing this blue bottom band for quite some time. Now, the real test is that whether it's going to go back into the red broken bear flag. So the bear flag delivered a new low. That job is done. Now, it's back testing that blue. So I'm going to switch to the 4-hourly chart, and you can see it's back testing it. And there is this purple resistance. So any move, okay, there is a little gap here. I think that gap is going to get filled anyway. But if it moves beyond 7,600, 7,610, that is going to be a buy signal. It would have broken the bear flag back in, and it would break the purple major resistance from the highs of May. And I think that's where CAC is going to start to run. Russell, I mentioned about the Russell, TLT is going to try to break that blue resistance one more time without breaking that red support, of course. That red support has to stay intact, and the blue support, the blue resistance has to be broken. And this is the 10-year note, and it's still looking good, looking bullish. Look at this. It's not even coming down for a back test. Maybe it will, but I think it looks bullish. Now, oil had broken this golden plus blue at 80 or 79.60, and I said it's going to sell off. It sold off, I think, $3 from there, about $3. Now it's kind of consolidating. I think this is a consolidation before the next leg down. I don't see a kind of a bear flag so far, but I think maybe one more up, maybe even blue back test, and then I think it's going to come down once more, all the way to 75. Now this is the Brent oil, and Brent oil's purple top band. If it gets tested, I think it's going to come down all the way to 77.50. Natural gas is looking very weak, and it is evident from the September contract. This blue bottom band, after the back test of the red, came down and it is breaking this blue support. This is extremely bearish now. Look at that. Look at that. This is exactly what I've been expecting. I've been telling everyone that natural gas, you remember the green top band. That was the best call ever. I think, like, after my short at $10, this is 3.1 or so. That is the short signal, and it's already down 1,000 points. And I think it's going to keep on coming down all the way to September, October, and then we'll bottom out there. This is gold, and gold had broken this red channel and the golden support, but it's broken back up. So I'm going to remove that one. The red channel was not really very, very perfect. Like it wasn't really very textbook. So I'm going to remove that red one. And what matters here is this green bull flag with 3 touches on the bottom, 3 touches on the top. And I think if it breaks it to the upside, and I think it will, then gold is going to get back to 24.85 and then possibly break that golden resistance. This is silver. It's off that green bottom band. You can see here, this is the low of October 23. Rally, came back down, rally, came back down. This is the failed bull flag, but the green bottom band is holding, right? And it is now trying to get back into the purple failed bull flag. If it does break back in, I think silver will stay inside this green channel, and it's going to rally back to the top of the purple channel and probably break it and get to 35. And it's still looking bullish as long as this green channel is intact. And this is the futures continuous chart. Look, it's the futures continuous chart. I'm going to show the same green channel, right? This is the top band, this is the bottom band, right? Maybe there is a little bit more downside to touch that green bottom band on the futures continuous. Okay, so that's why silver may come down one more time, maybe just another marginal low below the lows of last week, and then rally to stay inside this green uptrend. Okay, so there may be one more. Maybe the low is not yet in, and I may argue that this is the green bottom band that is going to be tested on the spot. So if it touches around, like 27.50 or so, maybe, yeah. But I think if it's this green channel is our guidance, we're going to see more upside soon. And this is the platinum chart, and platinum is off this green support one more time. But of course, it has to go to the blue and break that blue triangle to the upside. That is the only way. That's the only way for a rally. This is copper. Copper is approaching this red plus blue, and the level for that is 392, 393. That would be a buy signal. At 392, 393, copper, there is a copper buy signal. Okay, that's going to be a major double support to start a rally all the way to 500 plus. Okay, that's my take right now on copper. Okay, now we have euro is looking a little bit more bearish now because the red broken bull flag is now getting back tested one more time and it's trying to penetrate back in, which is why I think like this green channel, the green resistance break, that failed break is disappointing. I thought it is going to, push on and all the way to 110, 111. But at the moment, this is very critical and it's trying to penetrate back into the red broken bull flag. And obviously, if it comes down to this blue support and if it breaks down, that is going to be even more bearish for euro. Pound sterling is now, I mean, same story. That golden resistance from the highs of 2007 held, and you can see the red, blue, and golden triple resistance is holding, and it's back testing the blue and the golden internal support. Obviously, if it breaks this red bottom band, that is going to look very bearish for pound sterling. So this is a channel. If it breaks down, that's going to be a short call for pound sterling, and US dollar is going to run. This is UJ. UJ had back tested the blue support one more time at 152. It went to 154 plus. I mean, remember 152. This was my long call one more time. This is the green channel, and I think if it breaks the green channel, we're going to see 160 very quickly. So just watch this green channel's break. If it can be broken, that's going to look very bullish, and that's going to be a buy signal. DXY is looking, slightly bullish really, because this is kind of a break to the upside. And Aussie dollar, obviously, the worst one. I mean, the best US dollar strength signal came from Aussie dollar because it went back straight back in. It's still inside this blue, but maybe it will come all the way down to 62.50 to touch it one more time, this blue bottom band. Because the red broken bull flag has failed, we can remove it from the picture now. It's completely failed. The green bottom band is the next potential support here. If it touches, maybe we see a big bounce. Last one is Kiwi. It's trying to stay above, but actually the blue one didn't really hold. So there is more downside coming because of that golden resistance. Last one is US dollar CAD, and it's really being forced to break. That golden major blue bull flag is being forced to break out. Okay, that is bullish as well for US dollar. Now, coffee is inside this golden bull flag, and it still is, I think, there is a very good chance for it to fill this gap at 223, test that red and green, and at 223, I'm going to be a buyer to start to rally at 270. So be careful for coffee, 223 gap fill. Wheat is completely broken down. Yeah, this is highly disappointing. 1, 2, 3, 4, so many touches now, and the blue resistance was broken, but now the blue resistance, it didn't hold, and it's basically broken the purple, broken the green, is trying to break that green. So, well, basically wheat is digging deep, really. So it's digging much, much deeper than what it was supposed to. I thought wheat is bottoming out, but it really didn't bottom out, okay? And I want to be really now very, very pedantic or precise on this blue resistance. So you can see if you put a really magnet here, that magnet 1, 2, 3 touches, 4 touches on that blue resistance. The only way to rally, at the moment, would be if it touches this blue. I mean, it touched the blue, and this is a wedge, right? 1, 2. So if this wedge breaks to the upside, there is still hope for wheat, but maybe, I mean, it remains to be seen. It came down to 520 one more time. And if you look at the wheat September contract, the blue bottom band is broken after the reversal. I mean, it didn't even test that golden, and it didn't test that green top band before the reversal. Yeah, even that green top band didn't get tested. So I think there is more downside for wheat. And similarly, like soybeans reversed at the blue top band. That was my target and my reversal point. But even I didn't expect it to come down this hard. This is the blue top band, massive reversal at the blue top band. Now it is touching, it's almost going to touch that red bottom band, which has been my, remember when I said on the continuous chart, I said, if this red bottom band breaks, which it did now, you can see the green channel is still intact. This green downtrend is intact. Right? Yeah, this is the green downtrend. And I said, if this red support holds, and then after that breaks, we're going to see more downside, maybe all the way to the blue bottom band. And this is the September contract. The red bottom band is the next potential support, and it is at 1,045. So soybeans is digging deep as well. And finally, corn, which is probably gonna stop me out because it's still inside this blue channel. I'm not going to take a loss on this one because I closed half of the position. My hope is that it stays inside the red downtrend, but it bounces and breaks out of the blue downtrend. So it will probably stay. One second. This red downtrend is intact, and if it can break out of the blue downtrend, it is going to start to rally. But that blue top band is the one to watch. Okay. This is sugar. Sugar's continuous chart showing some signs of life because the blue channel was broken, and I said it is going to touch the new lows below 18. That's exactly what happened. But now it's trying to penetrate back into the blue. Then, of course, this blue channel is going to lose its validity. So just watch out very carefully. This could be a fake to penetrate back in, but it looks slightly positive. So, yeah, and the October contract obviously is. Now let's talk about Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has backtested this. It had broken the green channel, backtested it. Now it's making new highs. Obviously, this green channel is no more because it has made a new high. The real test is now upon us. That red resistance is going to be tested. And if this red resistance breaks, that is going to be very, very bullish. Anything above 71,500 would look extremely bullish. So that remains to be seen. And Ethereum is also making a move. Obviously, it had broken the blue and green supports and it tanked pretty hard. Now it's recovering. So anything above back into the blue is going to look very bullish. CAS has tested that green top band 5 times. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. CAS is getting ready to break out of this one. OM is off the golden bottom band. It back tested the red, right? It didn't hold really at the back test, but this golden channel is kind of holding. It remains to be seen. Yeah, and this golden channel was broken to the upside. This purple channel is intact and it has to be broken to the upside by PAL and Pepe. One second, I'm going to close this one. Yeah. So Pepe is inside this purple, sorry, it's out of the green downtrend and it's kind of trying to break out of this consolidation. Solana, it's the golden top band that is going to be tested, and my target has been 200, and probably we're going to see one more pullback from there. And Monero has to break 180, and I think the rest is kind of, yeah, it's all green, obviously. And ACH, remember, ACH is still trying to break that golden resistance. Aave is off the green broken resistance now. I think it's going to run towards 145. And let me see, anything else? Mana, Litecoin. These are all really very, very depressed. And I checked out this morning and there's not really a big move on any of these. Ripple is going to break out of this triangle at around 70 cents. Zcash has to break 36, and Fetch, AI, this is the golden channel that has to be broken out. There is not much to see on any other coins, on any of the coins really, on the bigger picture. All right, guys, take care, keep in touch. Bye.